Hello, baseball fans. Hope everybody's doing awesome out there, enjoying the summer, hitting the barbecue. If you haven't hit subscribe, please do so. Really appreciate your support as a brand new YouTuber. So, one of my viewers sent me a trade scenario that I vlogged about a week and a half ago about the Blue Jays landing Ohtani from the Angels. And it was more hypothetical. But since then, it's been kind of stewing with me. And the more I read the reports, the more I think, could the Jays get aggressive and get this done? I think there is a scenario where they could. And let's get into this. Now, if you don't know who Ohtani is, well, you're probably living on Mars. He's a Babe Ruth this year. Pitching, hitting, doing it all. Probably going to be back-to-back MVP. And let's look at his pitching numbers here. Right now, he's 9-4, 2.38 ERA, 123 strikeouts, 22 walks, and a .99 whip. That's right, this guy's pitching like a top-end starter in your rotation. Certainly something the Blue Jays need, certainly something they're coveting and could get them deep into the postseason. On top of that, this guy's hitting as well, and he's a lefty bat. And if you know the Blue Jays, they need a left-handed bat in their lineup. He's got a .255 average, he's hitting for power, 19 home runs, 56 RBIs, and a 4.8 WAR. What else do you want? And the question is, with numbers like that, why would the Angels even consider trading him? And it's really on the fence whether the Angels do. The Angels have said that they really don't want to, but over the past week, so many sports outlets and even grumblings within the Angels organization suggest that they should be trading Ohtani this season. And why does Ohtani need to go? It's not that he needs to go, it's that the Angels really can't afford to extend him. He's going to be a free agent after next year. He's going to make just under $10 million. So the Angels can afford him for one more year. But after that, Ohtani's gone. He's going to test the free agency market for sure. And he's going to get a contract easily between $450 to $550 million. Gulp. That's right. $500 million for this guy. And the Angels, unfortunately, have tied themselves with Mike Trout. Shouldn't say unfortunately, even though he gets injured. But really, unfortunately, with Anthony Rendon's $245 million albatross of a contract with a full no-trade clause, he's not going anywhere. So there's absolutely no way the Angels, they've never spent before and they won't spend again, to really have these three players locked up long-term. And that's why Ohtani really needs to go if they want to get value back and really compete. And that's one thing that the Angels have said. If they do make a trade, a big trade this year, they want MLB-ready players who are either on the roster or AAA players ready to come up. But if the Jays are going to be going big, I say let's go all in and let's get Noah Syndergaard to go along with Ohtani. If we take Noah Syndergaard and gulp up the rest of his contract, that gives a little bit more financial flexibility for the Angels, which is something they want. And if we look at Noah Syndergaard's numbers this year, he's actually doing okay, even though he got roughed up last game. He's 5-7, 4.00 ERA, 58 Ks, 22 walks, and a 1.20 whip. Now, I know people have been saying his fastball is down about 5 miles an hour, and that's true. But his command in the zone is way up this year. This guy has zeroed in, and I think he could be an excellent back-end starter for the Blue Jays rotation. And if the Jays, think about this, were to take on Ohtani and Syndergaard this year, that's going to give us a rotation of Jose Barrios, Kevin Gausman, Alek Manoah, Ohtani, and Syndergaard to finish it off. And that leaves Ross Stripling and Kikuchi as our insurance chips. God forbid one of these 5 starters gets hurt. We got Ross Stripling to go right in there. And maybe we could figure out a way to use Yusei Kikuchi in the bullpen somehow to bolster it. Maybe a 1-inning guy. Because he is pretty good for the first inning. It's when he gets past 3 that things just seem to go to disaster. So, if the Jays could get Ohtani and Syndergaard, what's it going to cost us? Big time. First one is Bichette. And I know people are going to say, oh my God, Bichette, but on the low end of the Jays' prospects. And this gives the Angels next year Bichette, Danny Jansen, Lourdes Guirriel, Jordan Groshans will be up. He could back up Anthony Rendon since he always seems to be hurt at third base. And for all those players combined, it's just going to cost them about 2 or 3 million more than Ohtani would next year. And by doing that, it gives the Angels flexibility and all-stars for multiple years moving forward to complement Mike Trout and Anthony Rendon. For the Blue Jays, though, this is certainly going all in to a certain degree. We're losing an all-star, so this is pushing your chips all in to get a World Series ring this year and next year, because we're not going to be able to do a sign and trade or extend Ohtani either. It's either Vladdy or Ohtani, so we're kind of in the same room. However, with the Jays, we're not hurting quite as much because it still leaves us with Kirk and Moreno, 2 all-star catchers. It also leaves us with some room in our minor league system with Orelvis Martinez and Tiedemann as well. So we're not completely hurting there. I don't know. What do you think? Leave it in the comments below. Sorry it was a long one. Do you think Bichette, Lourdes Guirriel, Jano, and Groshans is enough to even get Ohtani and Syndergaard? Are we overpaying? Are we doing a massive trade that's going to impact the Jays for the future? Let me know in the comments below. More importantly, though, I hope everybody stays safe out there, and we'll talk soon. Take care, guys.